What is up, guys? To commemorate my first video on YouTube, I'm going to be doing a video series that I was planning on doing for a while now. Now, I love vinyls right now, so I decided to make my own kind of music blog about vinyl records, and there's probably two background noises you're hearing right now. It's either the Bioshock soundtrack, which I'm playing right now and we'll be talking about, and there's also like a festival concert going on in between my dorm outside. So that may seep in every now and then along with the Bioshock music. But I wanted to do this because the rest of these videos are probably going to be about rock music like Anberlin, The Bravery, Yes, Rush, people like that. And I just wanted to start off with some relaxing, also tension gathering, also pretty cool orchestral music from the team at 2K Games who've made the Bioshock series. As I said, this was orchestral. It's a lot of orchestral music. There's basically like no guitars, no loud drums that are normally in popular music. And that makes sense because this is a game score. This is supposed to have an orchestral tune. And it's also supposed to have kind of an old school tune, since this game is kind of a throwback to like the 60s, 70s idea of utopia turning into dystopia. So, I mean, with the orchestral arrangement, with the string arrangements, there are sometimes when it's very pretty, very beautiful, very flowing, something that kind of lulls you into a fake sense of security. And then you have moments like this, where it's really screechy fiddle, a lot of dissonant chords that you really don't think go together, playing over. This is also not only supposed to bring the world of Rapture to you with the soundtrack, but in the game, it's supposed to kind of tell you that nothing's really right in this place, and they do a great job of it. They do a fantastic job of it. For an original score, not taking really like melodies or cues from other composers, this is actually a very good job. And on vinyl, I mean, it sounds great. If you want an orchestral experience, but you don't want to put headphones on, I mean, you have to buy a vinyl. And I honestly love orchestras that are on vinyl. One of my favorite vinyls right now is the New World Symphony by Dvorak, and I have that on vinyl only. So this totally makes sense to me. Now, of course, you can only get this soundtrack if you buy the limited edition Bioshock game, the Special Edition Bioshock 2 game, excuse me. And I have a video on that. It's $70 at Best Buy. You can probably find it somewhere else for cheaper. It comes on Xbox and PS3. So if you have a turntable, if you like symphony orchestras, if you'd like to bring Rapture into your stereo system, and if you just want something to kind of alleviate the rockness of your album collection, I totally recommend this for you. You may not like the entire game, like me. You may not want to play the game, you may only be interested in the story and the music, but I mean, since they've allowed you to have this, you can definitely appreciate this music and enjoy it. Now, I don't do numbers, because numbers are very arbitrary. I do thumb down, so really bad, bad, okay, good, great. And I'd give this a good, and yeah, good. Let's say that's good. It's not the greatest orchestra I've ever heard. As I've said, Brave New World. The New World Symphony is probably the one that I like the best. But, I mean, this is orchestra. You can't really go wrong with orchestra if you're looking for a dynamic. And also just love the idea of bringing Rapture into my stereo system for those days where it may look great outside, but you know something's wrong. And I will leave you with a little soundbite of the album. Not really sure how the audio is going to turn out. If it turns out bad, I won't include it, so be ready for it or not be ready for it. Anyway, this is the record stop. I'm Jacob Thomas, and happy listening. One more thing before I go. I'm sure you're tired of seeing my face, but I forgot to mention the Bioshock 2 soundtrack. I haven't listened to it yet, but look at that. I can't really count this as a vinyl, but I mean, it's going there. And it looks really cool. I'm expecting it to be more the same, orchestral with tension and then some game cues. So that's why I'm really not doing a review of that. But I mean, I'm glad they put this look on it. It makes it even more like Rapture, but it makes me want this to be vinyl even more. Why didn't they do that? They should have just made them all CD, all vinyl, or a CD and a vinyl, or both vinyls with digital download, because that's the way everything's going nowadays. Alright, that's it. I promise.